A nation rising from the ashes of an empire. But how does it blend a brutal colonial past with an ancient, powerful identity? What happens when powdered wigs meet ancestral wisdom? Discover the beautiful contradiction that makes Ghana's governance profoundly unique. While the British left, not everything Western was swept away. For starters, the country's lingua franca is English. Ghana today is a democratic republic, a modern state with free elections, a written constitution, and a president. On the surface, a system very familiar in London. One of the many British fingerprints that still linger is Ghana's legal system, based on British common law. Court decisions guided by precedent. Judges quoting old English cases. Courtrooms echoing with legalese. And yes, occasionally, they still wear wigs and robes. Because in law, tradition is somehow more sacred than climate. Now here is where Ghana gets interesting. While it inherited the machinery of the British governance, it never let go of its own indigenous institutions. Because even as Parliament debates bills in Accra, power still flows through a parallel system that is older, slower, and ironically, often more trusted. The Chieftaincy institution. This isn't mere pageantry. This is policy, with centuries of precedent, spiritual authority, and land rights. Ghana's chiefs are constitutionally recognized. They oversee land. They resolve conflicts. They guide development. And in many communities, they command more respect than elected officials. It's a beautiful contradiction. A country that writes its laws in parliament, but settles its deepest disputes in their hometown, with a golden family staff and a proverb. So while other countries wrestle with whether to modernize or to preserve, Ghana does something quite radical. It does both. It didn't throw out the British model, but it didn't forget the ancestral one either. And in that balance lies something powerful, a system that isn't perfect, but profoundly Ghanaian. My name is Jete, Papa Jete, with over 1,000 hours experience in virtual and live tours of Africa's culture and history. I'm here to share what textbooks never could. Welcome to the Culture Hub, where Q stands for Quintessential. Speaking of variety, Ghana is a linguistic and ethnic mosaic. Major groups like Akan, Ewe, Moli Dabani, Gwan, and the Gan Adamwe each bring distinct cultures and dialects. The Kwa and Gru language rise like two great ridges, forming a cultural watershed that shapes all who dwell between them. Even inheritance here comes in stereo. Patrilineal for some, matrilineal for others. Why choose one family tree when you can have two? There are 80 native dialects spoken across Ghana, and yet somehow, English binds them all. The Queen's tongue, adapted as the lingua franca, performs an accidental diplomatic miracle daily. Now, climate. Ghana perches just above the equator, enjoys a tropical personality, hot, humid, and unbothered. It's the kind of hot that sings loudly, often with a drumbeat of rain from April to June and light showers from September to November. And then the quiet, rebellious Harmattan season arrives in December, when dry, dusty winds from the Sahara cool night but cracks lips.
How would you know where you're going if you don't know where you're from? The ba-da-ba-bum that you're hearing is the sound of the mighty drum, the front of front, resonating with your soul, seeping deep into your bones, unlocking the secrets in your DNA. I want you to know this your table ain't deserve more than a crumb. Now how would you feel if I showed you line of kinks that you're from? That'll be cool, right? Then stick with us, the culture hub. That'll be dope, right? Then roll with us, the culture hub. That'll be cool, right? Then stick with us, the culture hub. That'll be dope, right? Yeah, here for keep it cultured.